I've been training at a public gym for the past couple of months, and what that means is instead of just working out by myself in my basement, I now get a little bit of a glimpse into how other people train, right? And something interesting I've seen probably 3 or 4 times at this point, just in the past, couple weeks, is these beginners, novices, doing advanced bodybuilding techniques. And this is something which I find very interesting, and hopefully we can start a discussion here. But my personal opinion is that these techniques are so overkill for people who are just getting started at the gym. So I'll give you a couple examples of what I've seen. One was a guy who literally looked like it might have been his first day in the gym. If not his first day, he's only been coming for a couple weeks. He's doing lateral raises, right? And his buddy, who had a bit more experience than him, was standing behind him. And when he went to failure on his lateral raises, his buddy, who's like straddling him from behind, like kind of the way you would spot someone for a squat, from behind, he starts helping him. He starts doing the lateral raises with him and starts helping him up and doing 5 or 6 reps beyond failure. And another example I just saw is a guy who, again, very similar, young guys. One of them looks to be brand new to the gym. He's doing his curls with the dumbbells, and his buddy, who again seemed to be a little bit more experienced than him, he does his curls to failure, and then his buddy's like telling him, no, wait, stand there, don't drop the dumbbell. And then a couple seconds go by, he's like, okay, do another one. So he somehow grinds out another rep on each side. And then he's like, do another one. And he's just standing there, somehow trying to grind out these extra reps. And he's like, okay, now do hammer curls. And then he somehow does one hammer curl. And then the guy takes the weight away from him, gives him another set of dumbbells that are a bit lighter, and just starts doing the whole thing over again. And the guy's just doing this 3-minute long set with a drop set and a rest pause and whatever. I don't even know what these techniques are called. But I just found it a bit hilarious, how someone who's just getting started and his buddy's already pushing him into these, techniques that maybe you'd see Chris Bumstead using on a YouTube video or something, right? And I'm not just saying this from I'm so much wiser than these people, because actually, I'm saying from personal experience why this is not such a good idea. I actually did the exact same thing a couple years ago. When I was just a couple months into bodybuilding, I had a friend of mine who was interested in what I was doing, and he wanted to come work out with me. So, being a dude and a bro, and, he's my buddy, I want to kick his ass. I want to show him what's up, right? So he comes to work out with me, and, I was doing the same sort of things, like I just described, we were maybe not quite so exaggerated, but I was doing all the exercises I was doing as someone who had already had a couple months to get used to it, to get used to training hard. I was getting this person who hadn't trained with weights in years to do all those exercises with just the same intensity, and I was even helping him on the last few reps and stuff. So getting him to train to failure, multiple exercises per muscle group. And what happened? The guy got so sore for the next 2 weeks. He was so absolutely sore that he never came and trained again, because it was just such a horrible experience for him, right? And looking back on that now, I really regret that, because it was my responsibility to give that guy a proper introduction to bodybuilding and ease his way into it. And instead I, just took it way too far. I had my ego in it and everything. And, I pushed him beyond what I should have for someone who was just getting started. Obviously now I would never do that with a friend or anyone, who's just getting started. I wouldn't push them to that level. And, the guy hasn't trained with weights since, and this has been a couple years now. So, I just think if you're getting started, first of all, you've got your newbie gains. So it's so easy to make gains. It's so easy to see your lifts go up week after week. It's so easy to see your physique progress week to week. You're just getting better and better. You can just do your super simple 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 8 to 12, one exercise per muscle, and that's it. Go home, rest, come back next week, and you'll be stronger, right? That's how easy it is during the first year, especially during the first 6 months. So just enjoy yourself, get a chance to actually fall in love with the gym, enjoy your workouts, leave your workouts feeling good, feeling energized instead of feeling like absolutely destroyed and just getting so sore that you can't work out. And I'm pretty sure that's what happens to these guys who just, start at the gym and they're already doing like forced reps on every exercise, right? It doesn't really make sense. And I think, once you've been doing it for a couple years, you kind of realize that that's not the best way to bring beginners into the sport, right? So yeah, that's my message for today. This is especially a message for the people who are getting their friends started at the gym, because again, every time I've seen this happen, it's always been someone with a little bit more experience trying to push his buddy, and I get it, young guys, we're all bros and whatever. It's just that kind of mindset, but it's so much better to just ease into it. Enjoy yourself. You don't need to do all this crazy stuff to make gains. I've been doing this for years now. I'm an intermediate, and just very recently I started doing my very first drop sets. So now I do like 2 or 3 drop sets per workout, just one drop set 2 or 3 times on different exercises, and that's it. That's the only like intensity or advanced technique that I use, and I just started that very recently, and up until now I've been doing perfectly well, making great gains, even several years into the process, just doing the normal, 3 sets of 8 to 12 without any crazy advanced technique. So, if you're just a couple weeks in or just a couple months in, stick to the basics, enjoy yourself, don't trash your body, let your body have a chance to acclimate to everything you're doing. And then once you've been doing it for a while, you've been doing it for 1, 2, 3 years, and you see that the progress is slowing down, then you have all of these techniques in your back pocket and you can start using them. Once you've plateaued after 2 years of lifting, then you can start whipping out the intensity techniques and pushing yourself to that next level, right? So just because you're seeing bodybuilders on YouTube train this way doesn't mean you need to train this way if you're just getting started. So yeah, that's my message for today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.